welcome to today's vlog. I'm currently on my way to get in a workout this morning. The weather feels great. We are nowhere near having fall weather here in Los Angeles, but we're gonna make the most of it and get into the fall spirit. After my workout, want to go to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. I have not been, well, I went to Trader Joe's last week, but just to get flowers. I did not get to browse through all of the new fall things that they brought out. I'm usually not a super fall flavored or scented girl, but I just want to see. I just want to go and see if I can find something that might be good. And then Whole Foods, I want to go to get a specific coffee creamer that I hope that they have. I'm all done with my workout. We went to go grab a smoothie and now we're gonna get something really quick to eat, a quick bite before I head back home. I do maybe want to stop by and get a car wash somewhere around here. We'll see, because my car is filthy. But I really want to go home because I have a package waiting for me that has some fall clothing that I'm going to do a try on with. And I have to go home and shower before we run to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. I did my makeup and I love the way it turned out, but I'm gonna show you my makeup after. We're gonna do this haul first. Walmart is sponsoring this portion of today's video and I am so excited. So I picked out some pieces for the fall time. You can see the theme here. I have some browns, blacks, creams, grays. Y'all, these boots, just wait till I try them on. And I'm just really digging the color scheme. I really wanted to pick out staple pieces that are good quality for the fall season that are at a great price point. This is one of, I have two. This is one of the items that if you don't get anything else from this haul, get this. And I have one other item that is just like that I'll show you in a second. But this quality is so buttery and soft, especially for the price point. And not just that, but the style of it. I am in love, genuinely, with this top. I paired it with this skirt that is also from Walmart. I'm sorry, but this combo. And I'm showing you basically the essential parts, but you can style this with accessories and shoes and add your own style to this. But I'm basically just giving you the base with this outfit. A pencil skirt, but it also has a slit right down here. I don't even know if y'all can see. You can see the slit right there. And the fit is amazing. I believe I got a size 2. It also has pockets, which is a gem. And I just love the way that the skirt fits all in all. And it hits right mid-calf, I would say. I would even pair it with these. These are from Walmart as well. Maybe some cute loafers this color, or sandals or boots, whatever you prefer. But I will throw these on just so you can see these. I always recommend a pair of loafers for the fall season. I feel like they just go with everything. I genuinely do not want to take this top off. I really don't. I'm probably gonna wear this today, like no lie. Two vests to show you. The first one kind of matches the loafers that I showed you guys, but this I would wear with a long sleeve, kind of similar to this, but maybe like a v-neck or something. But I just like the style of it. I did upsize in this one. I got a medium just so it would fit me the way I wanted it to fit me. Tell me this puffer jacket is not absolutely stunning. It's stylish again, and I'm gonna say this for every piece because when I opened up the box of these items, I was like, wow, the quality is amazing. But this feels great. It feels heavy duty. It feels like it's going to last me for a few fall seasons to come. I will say I wish I would have gotten a size small in this one. I'm probably going to reorder this and return this one in store to get a small size. Oh my god. Or I don't know, maybe I don't need a size small. Maybe this will work. I think this works. This would be something to wear on a crisp fall morning to go to like the pumpkin patch, but before you go to the pumpkin patch, you go get yourself a pumpkin spice warm drink, and you're just spending time with family, and then you're gonna cozy up after and watch some movies. Like, this is what that jacket is giving to me. I like this, and I really don't think I need to size down for this one. I actually am really a fan of the way that this fits on me because I'm not feeling too suffocated. This kind of gives me a little bit more room. Another great staple top. This is a bodysuit, and so was that white one, and I like this top even better than what I saw online because I didn't realize it has these little buttons and this detail on the sleeves, which I am in love with, if I do say so myself. It just adds a little something to what would have been a super simple top. I'm still wearing that skirt just so you can see how it would look with a simple outfit again, but this is a nice top to pair with sweatpants, with a skirt like this, with leggings, with jeans, with anything, and then you can add your accessories. And this is also very warm, also still great quality. I did get this one in a size small, I believe, and it fits great. And here's the detailing up close. The sleeve, the material, it's ribbed, it's very stretchy. Okay, so there's room, and it's also really warm. So far I'm highly satisfied with what I've picked. I have a denim dress and then some boots to show you, and we'll be done. If you order anything that I'm showing, you're gonna get it and you're going to see what I mean about the quality and the fit. This is a denim. Ooh, I gotta move down the camera. I would say the color is a very dark gray or an off black. Pockets, you can button it up all the way if you want, but I want to keep it a little bit open. I would even maybe unbutton like one more, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna keep it cute. And then the back, it cinches. It has this elastic, so it cinches you great, gives you nice shape. And then the bottom, you should be able to see from there. Yep, the bottom has that slit that's similar to the pencil skirt that I showed you earlier. You can see it's very, very, very flattering on. This is the other item that I said, if you don't get anything in this haul, get this. I tried them on and I fell in absolute love with these. I'm gonna put them on, but for me, it's I think the fit, and I have thinner calves and ankles, and for some reason I find it hard to find some good boots, and these I really like the way they look on me. Yeah, I needed these, and you can see what I mean. Right here, there's not a lot of room, which is hard to find. A lot of boots are very wide at the top, which is obviously good for the girls that do have thicker calves. I wish I did, but I am very slim all the way down to my ankle, and so these fit me the way that I prefer my boots to fit. And I did size up in these. I got a size 9, and in boots I usually recommend to size up half a size or even a full size. Side note, they are extremely comfortable. But yeah, you need these, point blank, period. I clearly expressed what my favorite items were from this haul, but I'm actually curious to know what your favorite is, or if there's anything in this haul that you're thinking of picking up. Drop it in the comments. Of course, you can find all of these items on walmart.com, but I'm going to leave some links in the description box if you want to shop these items specifically, just so it's easy for you to find and shop. And again, thank you to Walmart for sponsoring today's video. Now to show you how I did my makeup in that clip, we're first gonna start with this One Size Oil Sucker Primer. And I'm really only applying this right here where I get oily. My NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation in Syracuse. I know, everybody and their mama's been using this. I'm probably the last person ever to use this, but it's the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I got it in the shade 6, and I'm going to use this to cream bronze. Taking this Dibs Beauty Duo, and I'm going to use the cream blush shade. This is in 5.5. For under eyes, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Concealer in 310, and also this teeny tiny travel one in 220. My Laura Mercier, and a little puff. A really pretty fall blush that I love is this one from Haus Labs in Fire Moon. It's a good one year round, but for the fall it's absolutely stunning. And then the Anastasia blush trio, I always pull this one out for the fall, is in Berry Adore. It has 3 different shades, all really nice shades for fall. You can use them individually or mix them together. For today, I'm leaning more towards this one. And then lastly, to just mesh everything together, this blush from MAC, it's in Naturally Flawless. It's stunning. It's really light, so it's good to diffuse. For my lips, I do want to keep it pretty simple today. And surprisingly, whenever I do wear this lip combo, I get a lot of compliments and it's so easy. I'll just take any brown lip liner. Today I'm using this one from ColourPop in BFF3. And on top, the Anastasia lip gloss in Caramel. Oh, the sun is coming out. And I'm not doing a thing to my eyebrows minus putting some brow gel. The other day I did a full glam just like this, and I didn't do my eyebrows because I was just being so lazy. I was like, wait, do I really have to do them? And I didn't, and I like the way it looks, so that's what I'm doing. Then the very last step finally is a brown mascara. This one is from Too Faced. It's the Better Than Sex mascara. And just like that, my makeup is done. Now that my makeup is done and I'm done filming the haul, I am going to put on some sweatpants. And first, before I head out to Trader Joe's, I want to make a pumpkin iced chai here at home. I'm using a few new ingredients that I've never used before, so I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna turn out. But I know it would be the perfect drink to make before we head out and do some more fall fun stuff. Ingredients: I have the Califia Farms organic almond milk, the almond milk, pumpkin spice milk, and the Sherpa Chai decaf chai concentrate. I haven't tried these two. This is a drink. This is a drink. This is the milk I drink all the time, but these are new to me. So I'm taking some of this chai concentrate first, and I'm hoping this comes out sweet because I don't even have any sweetener, I don't think. But I do have honey and maple syrup, which I think will work for a fall drink. So I'll do half chai, probably like that much, and then the rest milk. Putting some of this in here. Ooh, okay, that looks like a fall drink. I'm gonna taste it first before I add anything to it. Could use a little bit more chai for that flavor. And I'm gonna add, I'll add honey. Not bad. The chai is decaf. I would prefer regular chai because it's stronger. But I can't. I'm trying to just stay away from caffeine as much as possible. Go heavier on the chai concentrate and less on the milk. Ooh, there is bumper to bumper traffic in the city right now, but I don't mind it because we are heading to a solo dinner date night. And I'm kind of excited about it. I haven't been on a solo date, I think. Well, I spend a lot of time with myself, but I haven't been intentional about going on a solo date in a minute. And I'm gonna hit up this place called Bakari. I've been to pretty much all locations and they're all beautiful. I've been to one location that's indoor, which I don't prefer that location. I actually like all the other ones that are more outdoorsy. Most of them have like a big tree in the middle and you're eating outside, and it's a really, really nice restaurant. And they opened at 5 and I'm gonna be getting there around 5:40. So I'm getting there right when they open, so I'm hoping that they'll have some seats because I didn't make a reservation or anything. I can't remember if they have a bar or not. If they do, I'll probably sit there. But their food is so good. Their Brussels sprouts, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, try their Brussels sprouts. And I promise you, well, depending on how picky you are, but me, I was not a fan of Brussels sprouts before. I didn't think they could be good, but they are very good. Brussels sprouts, the burrata, oh my gosh, their burrata is also. So I'm gonna get those two things and we'll see what else I get. And then the last stop for today will be Trader Joe's. I also have a voucher for Jenny's ice cream. They sent me an email and I guess they have new fall flavors, and I think there's one kind of right by the Grove, so I think I might go there. So I don't know, I think that might be a good way to end off with something sweet. But yeah, I'm excited to go on this little solo date. I love like getting ready and going out on dates and stuff like that. Speaking of dates, I have been dating, and y'all, I didn't believe it when people said that dating in LA was just something different, but it is. And I am here to tell you, as an LA native, dating in LA, in the city, it really does feel like you're in the trenches. It just, I don't know what it is. And let's just keep it a million right now. Let's keep it all the way a milli. You're either going to come across somebody who's in the industry, somebody who wants to be in the industry, somebody who thinks they're in the industry, somebody who just wants something out of the situation, who is looking for followers, or just, I don't know. It's, at least that's been my experience. Luckily, I haven't experienced anything weird dating out here. I've actually met some pretty cool people. Sorry, it's bumpy roads. It's about to get bumpy and I'm about to go through this tunnel. 1 second. Okay, there you go. Does anybody else feel like you have to hold your breath when you go through a tunnel? I don't know what that's about, but anyways, as I was saying, yeah, dating in LA, man, it's something different. If I told you some of the stuff that I've experienced, and I don't want to share some of the things I've experienced because some have been from people that are actually very well known. It's kind of like embarrassing, not for me, for them. But yeah, it's just, I hate to say it, I really do. And I was actually pretty hopeful when I moved into the city. And then when I was single living in the city, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like a fun time to like date and stuff like that. And I obviously haven't met a whole lot of people, and I haven't gone on, well, I was gonna say I haven't gone on a lot of dates, but I have. This time around with dating, I have done it way differently than before. I used to be terrible at dating. I used to actually not date. I would meet somebody, and actually I wouldn't even meet them. I would meet them through work or school or whatever. I think I've really only been in like 3 really serious long-term relationships. The last person I dated, we were in a relationship, but it wasn't long at all, really. And so yeah, I would say like 3 really just like serious things were about to get really serious relationships. And so now the way that I'm dating, what is wrong with my lighting? I think it's just because of the sun. Sorry, y'all. Now that I'm dating, I am being super honest, and I'm like, yo, I am dating to find my person, and I'm not committing to the first person that I go on a few dates with. I'm not somebody's girlfriend until I'm somebody's girlfriend. And most men, no man likes hearing that. Let me just say that, because once you start talking to somebody for a while, obviously they want to think that you guys are like exclusive, but you most of the time haven't had a conversation about it, or just ego, whatever it is. A lot of men just don't want you to be dating around, point blank period. And I'm like, that's just the way I'm doing things. And it's not necessarily something that is simply because I want to date other people and I don't want to settle down, but I just don't want to settle down prematurely, and I don't want to settle down with the wrong person. I know there's like, oh, after a few dates, like blah blah blah, you can, everybody does things different, but for me, I'm like, look, I know, unless you are my boyfriend, unless we have an exclusive conversation about us being in a relationship, I'm going to continue to date. Unless, of course, I feel within myself like, okay, I really want to just date this person, then fine. But it has to get to a certain point in order for me to feel that way. And I'm just not ignoring my gut this time. I'm not ignoring a lot of signs and things and just feelings in general, because I've just been through too much. And even with me doing this, it doesn't mean that it's gonna work the next time around, which is the sucky part about dating, but it's just, each experience is teaching me something, and this time that's what I'm doing. I'm actually dating, and I'm doing the thing that I feel like society makes women feel shameful about. Not now, or not as much anymore, but before, if women were dating around, it was seen so bad, but men would do it all the time. And even in today's society, I think that some people might think that, and for some reason men have the right of way to do it still. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm not about to dedicate myself to somebody who I'm not in a relationship with. It just doesn't even make any sense. So it's been interesting. It's been hard, I'm not even gonna lie, because Sabrina is a lover girl. I have been, I mean, most of you know this, I have been wanting to be married and be a wife and have a husband and have kids and have family and all that stuff. But I'm also very, very smart, and I'm not just gonna do that with just anybody or with whoever makes it seem like they want to be in a serious relationship, and then when the time comes they're not ready to be in a serious relationship. Is just not, no. Yeah, one thing about me is no. So for me, somebody who wants all of those things, dating in this way has been a little tricky, because getting to know multiple people at the same time feels off. It feels almost, again, it goes with this whole society thing, it almost feels wrong. And I've even heard some women say like, I don't know how you guys can do it, trying to get to know multiple people at once and blah blah blah. That's a whole nother story for another day. But it's been hard because I invest my feelings not necessarily into the relationship or into the person per se. I mean, I do to some degree, but I more so invest my feelings in the sense of wondering if they find out that I'm dating others, or if they see a text come through from somebody, like if my phone's laying around or whatever, that they're gonna feel some type of way. But they're not my boyfriend, they're not my husband. Like, we are literally dating, we're going on dates. I wouldn't even say dating if it's been the first few dates, but you know what I mean. I just am so hyper aware of what they might feel or what they might think, or almost like, okay, after a certain period I have to pick one of them, or I have to pick somebody, and it's like, no, you don't, not until it makes sense to do so. And mind you, dating means different things to different people. To some people, dating means literally just getting to know somebody. Dating to others might mean doing more than just going on dates. It can mean whatever, and different strokes for different folks. I'm not here to say how people should date, shouldn't date, what you should and shouldn't do on whatever dates, and no, that is not my place. I do things the way I do things for me. And I tried the dating apps, I did, and like I said, I've met cool people, but nothing has stuck enough for it to be something more than just like a friendship. We'll see how this whole dating thing ends up going. Let's talk about one situation. I will talk about this one because I was like, huh? So I went to go eat, and it reminds me because I'm going on a solo date right now. I went on a solo date and I was sitting at the bar. Side note, if you're single and you want somebody to potentially come up to you, sit at the bar, because that's where people mingle and XYZ. So I went to go eat and I was sitting at the bar, and this is not a while ago, a few months back. I'm sitting there, I'm eating, I'm kind of looking up at the TVs, looking at my phone, just kind of chilling. And the waitress comes up as I'm eating and she says, there's a guy behind me wearing XYZ and he wants to send you a drink. She's like, I'm not supposed to tell you that it's him, but just so you know, basically like trying to look out for me, because I'm not gonna just be accepting a random drink from somebody I don't know who's giving it to me. Obviously she's giving it to me, the waitress, not the guy, but I just want to know who is sending it anyway. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And I glanced over and the guy was on the phone talking super loud, trying to be cool, trying to act like he didn't just, you know, try to slide a little drink my way. And I was glancing over so I can say like, hey, thank you. But he was like, yeah, bro, blah, blah, again, trying to be cool. And she puts the drink down. I glance over again. He's continuing his conversation. So a little bit of time goes by, and when I'm like halfway through my drink, I glance over again and he's finally looking, and I just went like, thank you. And he was like, yeah, no problem. That was it for a while. I continued eating. I almost finished the drink. I believe I almost finished the drink. And he finally comes around, because I think maybe he thought I was gonna go up to him, or maybe he was trying to give me time. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he was trying to give me time or didn't want to be weird or whatever. So he comes over finally and he sits in the seat next to me. And he doesn't even ask my name or anything. The first thing that comes out of his mouth is something super sorry, I'm super uncomfortable because the city bus driver was just staring me down as I was talking to the camera. And I glanced over at him and he just was staring, and he just said with his mouth, wow. Yes, he was staring at me. I'm talking about the Metro city bus driver. Okay, awkward. What was I saying? So he comes up, doesn't even ask my name, doesn't say anything polite. He comes up and he says something super witty and smirky and smart. I cannot remember exactly what it was, and I'm actually a very witty person. I like a little bit of banter, if I do say so myself. But he was just coming off really hard, and I was like, bro, first of all, I didn't say anything that was not polite. I didn't look at you a weird way like you were a creep or anything. I was very polite and kind. And so what is it he asked? I'm trying to really remember what he said. We'll just say it was something along the lines of, what, you think you're too good for something. He didn't say that specifically, but it was that undertone, that a little defensive, when I didn't even do nothing, say nothing weird, nothing. I kid you not. If I did, I would own up to it and be honest, but I didn't. So I was just like, okay, maybe he's just being funny. And then he said, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from here, born and raised. And I was like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from New York, but something. And so I was like, oh, so that's where this energy is coming from. You know, still being lighthearted, trying to be funny. He's like, what energy? And I was like, I know you're coming off a little defensive. And he's like, nah, like, I'm not coming off defensive, blah, blah, blah. He continued the conversation. We kept talking, but he just was coming off super defensive. And I say this because something that I have noticed with dating is that I find that a lot of men, at least that I have come across or that have come across me, are coming off very defensive, or it seems like they almost want to humble me or bring me down upon first meeting me. That's the first guy. The second time this happened was somebody at the gym, and I'm gonna keep it short because I'm almost there, but at the gym, this guy approached, I think he had approached me once before, said hi or something, but I think this was the second time he had come up. And the first thing that comes out of his mouth, I don't even think he said hi. No, he didn't. I was working out, he came up and he said something along the lines of, yeah, you're like too high maintenance. You're too high maintenance for me. Something like that. No conversation was happening, nothing, just came up and led with that. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, you don't even know me. I'm actually a very sweet, kind, light person. And 2, I'm not even checking for you. And I'm not just saying that because he said that to me and because I'm trying to be, no. I literally, this is not somebody who I find attractive personally. This is not somebody who was on my radar. I was not, I really was not. And so when he said that, I was like, what was the purpose of that? I don't even think you know my name. I don't even think you don't know anything about me at all. And so I was like, what? I don't understand. So I said something along the lines of, you don't even know me, or something like that. He's like, oh, well, I could just, your earrings, and you're wearing like your little bracelet. Mind you, I was wearing little stud earrings. I think I've showed you guys, they're the little balls and they have little crystals on them. I was wearing those earrings, and that to him, I think just my appearance and maybe the way I carry myself, he was like, oh, she's too high maintenance for me. But if I'm too high maintenance for you, just leave me alone. Don't even come up to me if I'm too high maintenance for you. It don't even make no sense. If I saw somebody, if I was a guy and I saw somebody and I was like, yo, she just looks like I'm not going to be able to maintain her, if that's, because I know some guys literally think that way, I wouldn't even approach her. I would just be like, let me leave her alone, because what is the point? I don't know, that just really threw me off guard. And the fact that it happened within that same week with 2 different people, I was like, okay, maybe this is why men don't approach. And I have been told this. I've been told that I carry myself a certain way that can come off very intimidating to some men, which sucks, because if men came up and approached me, they would know she is super kind and sweet and somebody that would be really nice to get to know, even if it's not on a relationship level, if we just end up being cool friends or whatever the case may be. But it just sucks, you know, because in one instance you can be too much for somebody or unapproachable, and you can be unapproachable in a sense of the way you look, in the sense of the way, well, the way you dress, the way your face looks. Some people say, oh, she just looks like mean, or you can't go up to her. In the way that you carry yourself, your demeanor. I think especially here in LA, I think there's just a certain way that I think most men think that most women carry themselves who maybe look a certain way. Yeah, that's just like a quick little chat on what the dating experience has been like. Right now, I'm enjoying where I'm at with dating and just seeing, you know, where things go. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. So they sent me a voucher to try their fall ice cream flavors, and it's their Harvest Moon Signature, and it has 3, yeah, they have 3, I guess, fall flavors. I don't know what the flavors are called, but if you go to a Jenny's Ice Cream, you'll see right there the fall flavors that they have. This is the green one. That's kind of, I like that. That tastes good. Whatever this green one is, that's good. Now there's this white one. That one's a little bit sweeter. I'm being dramatic, but it's sweeter. It has more of a maple It's a little too sweet for me, but it's good. That one tastes a lot like fall. And this is like a peachy orange one. What does that taste? Tastes like pumpkin, chai. It has a spice to it. My favorite is this one. It's a green one that has almost, I want to say it's like graham crackers. Overall, I'm not really a sweets girl or an ice cream girl. If I do go get ice cream, I will quite literally ask them for a kid scoop. That's about all I can do. So this is a lot of ice cream for me, but this was what the voucher was for. They also gave me, first of all, they gave me the voucher for 2 people. So I was able to bring a guest, but it was the last day. It was too last minute. So I was like, I'll just stop by on my way. So they gave me the voucher for 2 of these big things. And I was able to take home 3 pints, 1 of each flavor. I was like, no, I don't need that much ice cream. I just want to taste a little bit. And she was like, okay, perfect. Now let's go home. I want to take this makeup off, show you what I got from Trader Joe's, and then this girl's going straight to bed. I'm back home. I'm whipping up a tea back there, and I'm going to show you the things that I got at Trader Joe's. From Trader Joe's, I got some flowers, of course. I just went last week and got flowers for my bathroom, but they're already kind of dying, which is surprising for Trader Joe's. So I ended up finding these really nice orange and red ones. I got these dark purple ones, these, and then some yellow. So I'll probably put these together sometime tomorrow. These were calling my name. They weren't anything too crazy. The apple cider donuts, they just sound really good for some reason. So I'm gonna give these a try sometime this week. This organic fall butternut squash pasta. They kind of look like pumpkins. I don't know if you can see that. These I thought would go well with my chai that I made this morning. This is a pumpkin butter. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of this with milk and maybe make a cold foam out of that. And this is the organic maple butter. It's basically maple syrup in a solid form. And speaking of chai, I did get the Trader Joe's spice chai because the one that I bought from Whole Foods, that one is good, but again, I felt like because I got the decaf, it wasn't as potent. They do have an original or a regular version in that one, but since I was at Trader Joe's, I was like, I'll just try theirs. This one says to use 1 part concentrate and 2 parts milk. So I'll take it that this is a lot stronger. I almost forgot, the last thing I got at Trader Joe's is this cinnamon broom. It's not the cutest thing to have, but I'm gonna put this by my front door. That way when I walk in, it smells like cinnamon. That's the only reason why I like it. I don't like the way it looks, but it does keep my place smelling like fall.
Instantly connected when he caught my eye. Nothing ever was the same. Couldn't seem to get his picture out my mind. Then we took it all the way. I could have sworn he was just my type. Then he said to me, "You're my